The gold foil tarot deck. Wonderful construction of this deck, wonderful imagery. I love this box. The box is very solid, as does tuck boxes go. This one is not made of paper, it's made of a plastic, and therefore it's much more durable. And again, gold foil. The box itself is gold foil, and the cards are also gold foil. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. They have an amazing image on the back, which is wonderful. Look at that. It's just striking. And the images on front, the colors that pop on this deck are so vibrant. Look at this. Phenomenal. I love the coloring of the deck. I love the fact that they took the traditional Rider-Waite images. As you can see, everyone is traditional, but they've amped it up with color, with imagination, and then of course that gold foil seal has this feeling of energy, and it gives off a great kind of energy when you shuffle, when you have it. They are perfect size. They're 2 3/4 by 4 3/4, so they fit the hand very well for a shuffle. And if you're a tarot card reader and this is the way you usually shuffle, we don't do the little bit, we do this. These cards fit well. Again, they're wonderfully made. Great attention to detail. I also love the fact that they are as flexible as can be. They're put on a plastic. Not card. I won't call it cardstock because it's not card, it's plastic. But again, a plastic material, and therefore they are durable. These can handle moisture. They can handle spills. They can handle oils from the skin. They don't absorb them. I love the fact because they have flown out of my hands and wound up on the floor, and I've rolled over them with my office chair. And again, they don't get damaged. So these cards are very durable. And I would love to give them an amazing review because everything I said is true and everything I said leads to a wonderful deck. But in what I was saying about the durability lies the biggest problem I have with the deck. And that is because the deck is made of a plastic, it is very slippery. And when you're doing this kind of shuffle, when you are shuffling like this, and I am trying to control it, because the reality is when you're shuffling, you usually shuffle faster, and you also shuffle with energy, and you don't focus on trying to make sure the deck stays intact. And so, to be honest with you, this deck, generally speaking, tends to slip. And again, it's very slippery, and because of the plastic, it's very slippery. And before you know it, as you're reading, again, these cards are not jumpers. Do not get there are jumpers, and I know you've seen deck readers before. They talk about jumpers. These are not jumpers. This is because they slip out. And again, I love this deck. I would love to give it a great review, but I could not use it because that would frustrate me as it has already, and I would be done with it. And I could not give a reading. I have tried to do readings with this. I've tried to do 2 or 3 different readings, and I gave up on those readings, and I had to say, okay, let's move to the next deck, which is my go-to deck. Again, my go-to deck has most cards, they have a more cardstock feel, but they're the same size and everything else. And again, everything else about this deck is wonderful, but if you can't use it, and you're a tarot reader who cannot use it, then you're really not a tarot reader, are you? So, unfortunately, with this deck, I would love to glow about it, but I cannot. I would not be able to use this deck, and I cannot use it. And I'm guessing if you're a reader who, again, reads the same way I do, shuffles the same way I do, you probably have the same problem. Again, love to give it a review that is glowing, and it glows in every way but functionality. Consider that. You may actually be somebody who can shuffle well with it. And so if that's your only criteria that you have a problem with, then maybe you should consider it. But for $34, these decks run between $25 and $35. That's a lot of money to take that chance. Just saying. Watch out for the next review. Hopefully it's a more positive one. I don't like to give the negative ones. And again, I would love to give this one a good one, but just can't do it. Have a great one. Bye.